Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, the Haven you've been looking for. Back with more Wildermyth. Last time, we defeated the Deepist threat in their story, finding out that the Deepist were being controlled and manipulated by former heroes seeking immortality, using the spirit of their followers as a means of maintaining their lives. Today, we start a new story. Today is the story of Aluna and the Moth. An old book and a young argument leads two siblings into the wilderness. Amid the bones of a mystic civilization, they'll embark on a moonstruck journey through the tragedy of time, encountering a mysterious wastrel in the woods and bearing witness to the rise of a luminous queen. 5-chapter campaign with the Thrixel. Next speed. Thank you, Ben. Okay. So, these two are the siblings. They cannot be from Legacy. These have to be new characters. Everybody else can be from Legacy. So, this person has to be a warrior. We want. Let's get Lakshin, since we brought Kaywin last time. And of course, picking him. Returning home, Lakshin and the Wild Hill Painter. In. Alright, let's see what we can get out of these two. Make it gayer! Literary, loyal, free. Changes face. I always loved this style of hair with the braids that go into the back. Flirt, loyal, wanderlust. Alrighty then. Let's get started. Starts with a bunch of these already. So that's fun. And these Thrixel are the main thing. They already have heard. Memories and dreams. Those lightless gleams that our eyes seek unfinding. They take us from the table to summer's home, and warmly felt of every day. A prodigal child of Cliffham returns in Rome. She comes with a traveled mind, remembering this pasture of fools. Don't worry, nothing. Old halls and wind-chewed walls, wattle and stinking wallows. Hometowns are like baby blankets, still nice to touch the corners, but awkward to sleep in. Lakshin has no plans. She seeks a certain book from the famed Cliffham Library. One she's found before, and never long forgets. I don't think there's any more Wild Night books after Felrose. Or did you know that already? VtuberEN and Shadred are siblings. Shadred, you hear me? Both possess the mystic gift. No, sorry, this book, it's strange. Neither of them knows it. Show me. Drawing of nightmare beings haunt every page. Shadred and VtuberEN flip through. Writing's VtuberEN. What's it called? Dread Compendium. That sounds bad. Should I put it back? I remember the symbol shows the relation of two ideas. What about when it's circle? Never saw it before. Maybe just an alternate way of writing it? Destiny speaks in the mouth of this moment. They found it for me. Noticing the newcomer, Shadred snapped with her clothes. Lokshan Cobblings? Is that Shadred Clovertooth? Have I been gone that long? Folks used to call you Cricket. And it didn't make sense then. Well, listen, Oh, did you ever meet my little brother? I'm Swickery Clovertooth. Yeah? Don't remember. I need that. Sorry. Need what? Lokshan takes the book from Shadred's weak hands and walks out. Bitter feelings take root. Natural understanding begins to develop. Flicker of longing. She grabbed me. You know what? Sure. Let him have the crush. Skipping any further reunions, Lokshan leaves Cliff in the hour she's returned. I'll never sleep if I can't find that book out. But you're not thinking about that, are you? No, the book! That was what I mean, it has me so curious. Young, you're warned that anyone might be anyone. Someday that you all bring and all you chase will choose to make this way. Half this way. The sun's already low when they embark. These stories were drafted in trails. Know what that line's from? Gloam, wasn't it? Storyteller Mom Love? Yeah, Sean Gloam. It's from Wondervein. These stories were drafted in trails, scribbled into landforms in a lettering testament, crushed clover, and the blood I'd left on briars. Each moth-blooded figure traced in Moon's hand. These stories of mine are transcribed moonlight, but they were invented by my feet. I think Gloam in a lot of ways was a lovely fool. Could have been more celebrated, maybe lived longer, but almost insisted on this, a kind of false obscurity. The first evening comes, distant hills grow long bluish beards. It wasn't so bad. Day's walk? Well, quarter day. How far behind do you guess we are? What do you think she thinks of us? I wonder, what sent her away? Watching cobblings. She was an older teenager when she left. Mom was alive. How young were you? Not that young, probably. And then, so now, what's brought her back? They eventually lie down to sleep. But sleep's elusive on the naked ground. The dew chills their skinny limbs. They stare at the dawn. My neck is roped to my shoulder. Maybe as our muscles warm up, the going only gets deeper. And further from anywhere they've been. I can eat some of your track bread, right? It doesn't take long for Lokshan to realize she's being followed. She drives a harder pace. But Clovertooth's siblings prove persistent. Spirited in their pursuit, if not particularly wise. Day dawns gray. They enter the ruins of noon. Stone walls, flailed at by wind and years, stand stubborn where they were founded. One of the last unburied skeletons of old Kior. This is Eldstone. Has to be. I remember you wanting to come here back before. We hiked a long way. The place is creepy. Feel that? Think it's haunted? I doubt we're catching Lokshan at this point, right? Should we think of heading home? See those metal points on the highest pillars? I read that those were for trapping lightning. They're sorcerers. They harness it somehow. Think we'll get a storm? Hey, Swickery? You always had a fascination with them, the Kiorans. You have the iron coin you found. Actually, you made clay poppies. You remember that, yeah? I was obsessed. So, know the significance of this place? What even was it? A temple? Well, Eldstone was a whole settlement thing. You know about how you hear about the castles, knights, and lords and all? A lot of that's pure, yes. Beyond the traditional stuff. What I remember, what I read, and I did read everything I could find, they were people, like us, but they knew secrets that have long since been lost. Pure life remains in most ways a mystery. They built grand halls, keeps, wrote epics, charted stars, made things. Beautiful things. Many of their stories survive and get put in our language. A lot of the original meanings are lost. Story, song, and dream. They celebrated these things, but feared, how do I explain it? It's like they believed deeply in the power of imagine. There are poems that skirt and outline some dreadful idea? Threat? I don't know. But it's assumed they made an awful enemy. And now we have ruins. It is a tragedy. So much learning, science, legend, just gone. Wiped away, almost. Mom said we supposedly have a Kyoran bloodline. Pretty sure she was just stoking my imagination, but the air split right. Or from clattering piles, a creature skitters that's unlike anything we've seen. Twin faces through. The creature looks down two horrible throats. Startled Swickery bends for Fallen Branch. Jade with 2 cows soup spoon, or vice versa. Vice versa. In that moment, the dormant power in their blood awakens. With you, humanist. Let burn ignite so you can start on element test. And Lakshan's over here. Don't worry, folks. You don't have much to worry about. Likely to kill. Got it. Interfuse with as well. Get that. Rust. Range and melee accuracy. Don't really need that on anybody, but the final shriek shakes columns, bounces along causeways, his rattling legs shudders. Yeah. belly's bubbling. Wait, and it is bubbling, but hold on. What just happened to us? Are we okay? Is my mind broken, or did we just... You understand you just faced death. Or maybe something worse? Here, you can have the book. Sorry we followed you. Don't throw it, it's old! The softest song tickles their ears. A hum so gentle it sounds like a wind. Like bones growing in the leaves, like gaps in walls breathing gusts. Wildermyth Harpine, are you out there? Lakshan's shout is warped by sudden sweet smelling fog. The fog floats from every turns over archways and corridors, Master Harpine, please! Master Harpine, I'm here! Who are you shouting for? What, what are they doing? Just walking? Are they searching? What are they searching for? Master Harpine! What are they searching for? Stones and fog, trees. And what are they doing? And what are they... I'm walking in the forest. Yeah. What? Tree trunks gather around them like dogs when the sun stroke their faces. I'm not moving until somebody says what that was. We were... I don't know, somehow they... Who's they? Brixel. There must have been more of them. Okay, when you say that word, Brixel. Brixel. There's Brixel. Remember the book? This book? Yes, the important thing is they're capable of... How do I say? Capable of captivating the mind. Grounding free birds with a glamour, sending them stumbling far to dawn. The rakish stranger pauses to be seen. How long have you been standing here? He offers some kind of perfunctory smile. Yes, little nest-thrown tears. You might have been food for words. But a man happened to buy who bore the gift for magic, a glyph of smile, an enduring fondness for birds. His speech glides, perfect and strange. Skimming steps whisper him. Is that one of them? The Brixel wear many disguises. This one's wearing pants. I am not one of anyone. Certainly no one so unpleasant. I am called the Mothman. First you ever called. I'm the only one there is. His articulations are comfortable now. Spider precise. Simply look at me. Not whole human, but half and half better. I am more. Seems alright. Seeming is a weapon they wield like a sword. And that is a bright warning. Pithy and true. Fortunately, as I have just finished saying, I am with Brixel. But forestall your misplaced animosity and listen. I found you free and sorcery. Wandering deep in the woods, removed many reasonable wrongs. Where reason reigns, Brixel hide their aims. And that is one of mine, but you can use it. For one with my abilities, gathering you and waving away your enchantments was a trifle, a matter of politeness. And yet the one who cast these wonders, and not dull drones they appear to be. They are imaginary. They expended thought on removing you. They must have deemed 3 flimsy birds dangerous to their designs. So I am struck with wondering, why would they think that? He must admit it was a curious thing. Yes, but curiosity is fine. You can go home now, right? Why have I never read of Brixel? Accounts, records, even stories. It'll be dark soon. The Mothman follows Lakshan's eyes. He lifts his gaze, a glance at shadow eyes. And that's when Lakshan leaps. The Mothman didn't seem to hurt, but Lakshan tackles him. Tell me where Master Harpine is. Tell me, you cursed thing! Ah, dear nestling, follow your own wings back if you are brave. See what is heaping under their shroud. But be warned, you may once more wish your sight was sweet and fair. Turn slowly. Hey, Mothman! Why should we believe you? You are lost in the woods, my dear. When you believe, it makes no difference. Oh, and... Borrowed shadows flush and drip from trees to cohere. The forest bleeds to black. I do suggest little birds flock together. You would never guess how many owls there are at night. Sudden as the darkness clotted and the last light smears it away, they stand for a moment. The trees. Which way do we roam? Do we even go from? How far did we walk without knowing? I'm not really hungry. Did we eat? Sleep? I'm sorry, Lakshan, that name. Liller Carpine, right? You shouted it when we were in the ruin. Someone special to you? You don't have to talk about it if it's... Lakshan looks around. It's okay. Liller Carpine is one who taught me the spear, among other things. He made me hide. Hide? He began to walk. From the Thrixel came and they took him. Took everyone but him. None of us knew him. Knew anything. Knowledge is the first step. I think we ought to head north and east. Shouldn't we consider... I mean, can't we decide whether we really want to meet more Thrixies? Thrixels. Yeah. Still gotta make it home. Ah, the sad little eaglets. I shall stitch for them a hero name. They may someday need it. Name will come. The Marauders of the Flint Star, brings eternity. The Pupils of the Underdog. I like that. Here follow the tales of the pupils of the Undergod. Fly home, little birds. Sorry, taking a quick drink. It's a lot of talking, as you can probably tell. Alright, let's get away. Chadred walks with their nose in the Dread Compendium. You can read it? Like I can read the weather. Just looking and guessing. I was always interested in the pictures. Burned those drawings into my brain as a kid. Saw my first Thrixel. It's like an image came off the pages. Yes, give me the nightmares, please. But also, here's a question. Where'd you get the word Thrixel? Master Lyric used it. Believes it's wild speech. Lyric came from hill painting people. One of us can do more than guess at meanings, right, Swickery? You read Old PNGtuber? Maybe, yeah. Problem is there's two different letterings, and I'm good with one, but not the other. Need a desk and some work papers. That's incredible. Can you teach me? I mean, Sorry, my curiosity's not satisfied, Lakshan. Lakshan, help me understand. Why'd you go to Eldstone? There's some fragment of lore we're missing? The ruin? People said it was haunted. Glowing lights, fleeting noises, disappearances, rumors I heard as I made my way home. Sounded like a likely spot. Storm catches their heels. In the end, I was half right. The Thrixel were there, but Master Lyric wasn't. It latches on long enough to leave them soaked in ruins. Rational minds, I think, find courageous acts more difficult. You're amazingly... I mean, you seem reasonable, but you're risking so much. Simply put, you're brave. Hit once, it leaves you scared. Hit 10 times, you toughen up. Can I have my bed shirt back? Sure, stamp. But at least the book's dry. Ish. Nothing I'm wondering about is your magic. Is my memory lying? You both worked magic in the ruins. Your mom's the lady who runs the print shop. Leanna told you, right? Does she know? Does she also have powers? She left us 4 years back. I mean, she died. A lot of stuff I'll never know about her. Oh, apologies. She was a wise woman. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. We're mostly fine now. Not even sure how to answer you, though. When do you call something magic? It wasn't like using a thing. It was almost as simple as shaking hands. Like shaking hands with creation. Right, Swickery? No. Yeah, something feels off. Do you feel that? What do you mean off? I don't know, weird. The air's tensing. Something's moving out there. Should assume the worst. So can you do magic? You know how? Or can you at least fight? That's the question. What if my answer is no? The threat closes around them. Stay behind me. Stay alert. Stay close. Predators target strays and stragglers. Wouldn't be strange if... In that moment, Chadred locks eyes with caution. Realization blossoms between the both. Devise a defensive strategy. Put my heart in hearing, but my brother likes her. Chadred's beautiful. I just noticed that. Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Let's not. for now. All day they were following us, choosing this spot as a defensive strategy. Alright, they want to surround us, and we can't let them. Swickery, bearing won't ward them off. Follow your sibling. Just pointing out some of the ones in the background. Flanking deals extra damage, and we get temporary hit points. Let's not overcomplicate this, I think. Yeah. You're the one I want pinned. What you prowling about? Use this, and then let's chop. Uh-oh, hard way back there. I better get Lokshin back and let the siblings deal with this. Hey Megatron, just starting a new story. Lokshin is helping a pair of siblings with the Thrixel, a new threat to the world. Gotcha. Don't gotcha. Thankfully, that thing can't deal enough damage to get past her. Warding. I can block, yes please. Scrambling to higher ground, leaving a wake of twisted pixel bodies, the three of them stand brave and hard. The late gray sun squeezes past the clouds. There could have been a couple more. I'm not seeing movement. Might be time to make distance. Well, there's light. Yeah. They find a deer path to follow for a ways, then strike out northeast, crossing lines of bracken and fording rivers, dried pine needles. Opposing winds torque their matted hair. Lakshan, can I tell you something? Swickery. Sure. I'm not the type to sell myself short, you know? When I saw you, and now, as you've gone through some things together, I can tell you that I like you. And I'd feel extremely lucky if you're interested in regular old me, so... Sounds like you're measuring our worth against each other. Right, I am doing it. Before you say anything else, Swickery, I'll tell you my own heart's been thundering since I met you. The storm will bring you, in your face, your voice. Whirls in my chest. So yes, Swickery, please, come walk with me, and we'll turn our shy smiles into glad, love-lit laugh. Upper smart tunes, season far before nightfall. My brother and the wordsmithing warrior. This will be a study in uncommon discourse. Yeah, Megatron, I did. I posted in comments and stuff that the stream would continue. I only lost it for a few minutes. So we were able to complete the last story last stream. Did you see the huge moth that landed on Swickery's hair earlier? How could I not? Richard Moon, Fire Queen Raindrop, nothing too fantastic, something happened. Okay. Lakshan told Shadred about a blue jay who used to perch just outside his kitchen window. The bird's trust is more easily won than most wild creatures, especially with the nuts from Lakshan's pantry. Sapphire called him, faced man briefly, you know. He always cocked his head as if he were listening. And there was a lot for him to hear. It was a time of breaking downs and moving on. Please tell me he doesn't get eaten by a cat next. Not that I saw. He did eventually stop coming. Funny thing though, last time he visited, he brought me a present. A stone. Not too big, but almost perfectly round. I've kept it ever since, wearing it surface smooth thing worries or copy. Think it could be magic? If rocks have any insight, they speak it more deeply than a person. It listens, and that's enough. Huh. That's so good. Nothing here. Hello! Found some! Are you stunned? You are stunned. Okay. I'll leave that to you. Hobbling you seems like an excellent plan. Can't do much about that. I need you to ignite here so you can use the fire. Health? Nope. Just got here, then through here. So many stuff. The twisting path takes them up to the high hills, and finally the company of the local people. Breathe that in. Mountain air makes me remember things. Does it? No, this is all repeat. No, with Cliff Path talk goes to the other dude. Chasm Path. Aren't you a little worried? If there's wreckage, something must have made it. They descend to rocky climb. The wide trail looks like it would accommodate field traffic. Fine observation. There's no reward without some risk. A steep switchback takes them lower to the floor of the chasm. Good eye, Chadred. When one man's lost, another fellow's fortune, as so they say. Circle up along. Imagine the angle of the turn, coupled with velocity to build on that slope. Not a lot here, but it doesn't look picked through. There's plenty of rocks in among the splinters, which... above them an ominous noise rings out. Rumble. Come on! Let's go! Chadred! You alright? Fine. A little hurt, but keep moving. The way back up is blocked by the collapse, but they emerge into a broader canyon. Out of danger for now. Chadred? Army decision, wasn't it? But here, at least there was this. Chadred tossed down the chest they managed to pull from the wrecked cart. Everyone thanked me at once. Oh, bunch of materials. Chadred starts combat at half health. Damn frog made a mess of things. Found ya! It would be smarter to wait. Ideally, we never are for sure until the day of, because some of us have like health issues and things like that that can crop up. But yeah, ideally we've got the whole gang for Monhan. Brother Swickery. Scuff marks on the floor. What? Huh? You find something? Only evidence for mine. Okay, this is something we've done before. They find someone who's been hiding in there. We save them. We get some. Ah, 2 passes. Wow. Wow, Timmy. Why did your mom let you have 2 passes? Do it. I don't want to waste time patrolling. Ooh, creepy. Hard not to be out of the edge in the fog, is it? I'm mostly excited, actually. You know, forbidden places are good for hiding treasure. You good, though? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Megatron. I'll pass on the message. We should play this week. I'm just hedging because I always hedge. Stone Spirit! One of the siblings desperately needs that. That ran very far away. Dangerously far away. Oh, come on. Wand upgrade. Well, stat upgrade. Jade, you. Gotta be careful with that bone, Lance. Gotta thread the needle so you only hit it, not us. Ooh, indignants. I like the indignants. Learning that and showing that off will be fun. Oh, exactly what she already has. Boarding. Trade red. Alrighty. Let's see if we can finally meet Danny, because we know Danny's here. We just don't know when. It's been how many days? Winter's practically done. Did we really wander all this way senseless? The fire carves light out of logs. Why do I feel like everything I knew before is long ago and far away? Because you have a terrible memory. A stark change can feel like that, maybe. You're a plum that's fallen from its tree, or a pine cone, or even a baby bird. Old laws you never could have perceived seem to have risen up to govern you. Maybe so. She's pretty attentive to Jadred. Hey, Lakshan, can you help me with, can you turn the pages? My hands have to hold it up. It's kind of heavy. Time wanders. Their piled tinder drains to a scatter of what most interesting pieces, the ones they're reluctant to burn. Swickery is able to translate large sections of the archaic text. A little later, I just don't know if it's more than a picture. There's a reverent quality to the way the Kiorans rate about these monsters. It's beautifully considered, and there's aspects that are interesting, but some of us should try and shut our eyes. Don't want you tired, you know? Who's this? Outlaws? Poachers? Better warn them in any case. Wait, those look like the printer's kids. The hill painter approaches noiseless. You're burning the wrong wood if you're producing that much smoke. Lakshan hears the shrinking fire, clears the shrinking fire in a bound. Behind me, you two. Wait, isn't that Danny Bluemage? Forgive me, I remember your last name. Glad to see you're well, but odd that you're all the way out here. From the Clovertooth print shop, right? That's us. Mom was Liana Clovertooth. It's alright, Lakshan, we know this man. The girl, this guy was obsessed with our mom. Huh? No, I needed printing done. Also gay. They introduced themselves around the fire. When was I at your shop last? I can't have been too long. Been at least 2 circuits of the seasons. Oh, you remember? Probably remember my money, huh? I remember the guys that were starting to compare notes. My brother's kept the family finances since he was 11. Mom sadly encouraged him. Can't fault him for being shrewd. But yeah, you two put my last book together after I went expecting your mom. Liana smiled, and it lit the whole journey there and back. No one I love talking to, trading stories with, one her. I'm still sorry she's gone. One time Oh, but... Sorry. Anyway, came wandering this way and saw your fire. I have to tell you, of course, it's dangerous these days. Things have come crawling out of... You know the Frixel? Know of them? Have you seen them? Where? What can you tell us? I was tracking a whole stream of them. Like to think I'm the most dangerous thing in these woods, but I know it's just self-fiction. Their heading was unmistakable. Cliffhanger. They're heading for our home. I was able to get around them, Frixel. Get a warning to the townsfolk. But going by the tone of their response, I doubt they fled. I don't think they believe me. Is this happening? How well do you know these lands? How well do I, Danny Bluemage, know these lands? That same night. You were the hill painter who'd come to town sometimes. The talk of all the married men. Sounds like me, though I should clarify. I wasn't born among them, the hill painters. Was found in bad shape, rescued, and took to their way of life. Started collecting their lore, getting volumes printed. Bring it back to them. Got them printed by Swickery's mother. Now I see. Yeah. Those two, Jadred and Swickery, were raised by the most splendid mind I've ever met. Having that woman for a mother and losing her would have left me shattered. You clearly have something else you want to ask. Well, yeah. I had a teacher far from here. Came from hill painting people. The look Harpine? The look Harpine. No, sorry. No one I've heard of. As I'd suspect. There's the slimmest chance. Anyway, think you can kill Trixel? Yeah, Trixel, if that's what's needed. My adopted people have legends of Trixel, but legends is all I believe they were. These legends include a Mothman. They're going to say you met the Mothman. You too? By all and any gods, you're loopy, aren't you? The Mothman, now that is a tall tale. Cliff him! Dawning Mill. That old guy would always scowl when he saw me on the road. He hates everyone. It's horribly quiet. This is what it's like coming home? No, something's askew. There's chimney smoke. Can't be abandoned. Nothing appears out of place. There's no damage. The only sounds are boot scrapes, feeble breeze, and their own talk. The great liars make the truth sound strange and improbable. Said the poisoner to the penny fraud. No birds. Into the town center they file. A cloud-cased sun renders the world in drearily bloodless heat. Oh, visitors! Who's that? The mayor? At least he's... Welcome to Cliffham! This is one of them towns! What are you saying? One of the towns? It's definitely one of the towns that exist, isn't it? Hey. Schoolmistress? Oh, I need to tell you about interfusion. I'm lost. I think I'm lost. The illusionary prison is the hardest to flee, and you don't know escape is necessary. A raspy noise starts, stutters, and skips. Bzz. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. As if a cat snagging its claw through the fabric of creation, reality rips, runs, and violently curls. Bits of truth begin leaking into view. Is that a person? It's the miller. Old Soldier Domling. Mothman warned us what we'd see. There's so many flies. Death. We have to run! Death! Finally, the real town of Cliffham spoils the view, like a half-eaten corpse dumped from its shroud. Back, old fool! Hide! How many horrors have they visited on these people? Why? The horrors are hard to die. Oh. By any and all gods. It stumbles through fly cracks. No. No, Leerlurk? Master Harpine! Leerlurk Harpine, are you? Careful, I don't think he's himself. Fear and chaos descend. The Lost Master. The remains of his face are unmistakable, but no dream lights his dead eyes. We don't have any behind us yet. So I say we focus all of our attention up front. What are you doing, Master? Well, so fucking Danny. Occlusion of all reason. Units that come near or are near the Lost Master at the start of its turn have a chance to be stopped, warding to pieces the chance. It also has a melting bile ranged attack and a claw melee. Hey Danny, deal with it, please. Master Harpine, look Harpine, do you even know me? Still too much arm, girl. Power from the trunk. You dealt with it in one shot, my dude. I don't have a trunk. Your elbow's flying like a kite. Here I come. Whoop. Flying. Hang on, Lakshan. Master Harpine, I'm sorry. I keep fixing one thing, screwing up another. We fall down all the time. That's why we have to get good at it. Perfection's a long way off, but if we keep tripping forward, we'll fall closer and closer to our goal. Yeah, that's exciting, Danny. I'm excited to play too. All the lessons I had at your hands didn't prepare me for this. Yeah, Danny, you shot him so hard that you pinned that motherfucker to a cart using your bow. Like, this does not do this bow justice. When this bow gets upgraded, it is longer than you are. A fucking Minotaur godling wielded this weapon before you, and you stole it after you helped defile its body. So you shoot a thing that looks like the arrows like fire like huge sticks of wood rather than just tiny little bolts or whatever. Yeah, I've heard you say that a few times. Speaking of bows, I don't know if you checked out that video of Wild Hearts. I figured it looked like it wasn't as impactful as you might normally like, but if you watched the video at all, what'd you think? If you didn't watch it, though. Stunned you that way, though. I shared it in our group chat for the Monhun and group streams. Okay. Yeah, it's Eric's, who's a known Monhun YouTuber. He got his hands on for like 10 hours of gameplay with Wild Hearts. So it's his impressions and whatnot. The bow was one of the weapons that they let him test. It's always good news when you have time to figure out a class when they rebuild it. That's one of the things that WoW tends to do pretty well is if they're doing a rebuild, they only do it on like major patches like Final Fantasy does, but they tend to do it on patches. They tend to do it on expansion patches, which are a month before the actual expansion comes out. So you have very like low pressure time to learn all your new skills and whatnot from whatever rework they do. I don't really have a good interviews target, so I think I'll just wait. Make them come closer. Oh no, that's a big thrust. Cannot get it on both. Oh, the cyclone attack didn't hit both. The lightning was supposed to bounce. I don't know why the lightning didn't bounce. Okay. Waking to a night. They die ugly. They feel pain. Is that a comfort? I don't know. We never learned nearly enough. Maybe we need to capture a live specimen. Have to hope it's not as bad as it looks. As the fighting ends, the final threads of Trixel madness fighting wins. There are survivors. Look. Now people begin to filter from their cold homes. Usually. Poor old sword-eared Domling's lying out there. Out here, his knife's got that inky blood on it. Couldn't fool him, could they? They'll gather the living and bury the bodies, the majority well into the process of decay. By night, most have had a chance to remember themselves, try to piece together what happened. An impromptu council is held in the home of the schoolmaster. Under the spell, it all made sense. The reasoning was clear to me now. At least the bits and images we remember feel solid. All us old folks they let live, left us in charge, maybe to fool passers through, and the young ones they took. But what'd they do with them? I'd bow to any god who knows. Callie, Dolan, Thalbear, and Spearland, Arthin, Eluna, and Roselia, and all the rest, yes, led away like cattle. The Frixel took them, so why they didn't kill them? What do they want? Why cliff them, and why just the kids? The whole of one puzzle is just the first piece in the next. Here it is, a mystery that fails to excite me. I'm weary of wondering what kind of abomination awaits us. They resolve to search for the missing ones, the young. There will be no peace, no joy, no relief. A season of terrible hoping. This time, because one, it didn't let us because we were wandering through forests, we weren't actually capturing sites. This one doesn't do the whole 10 years of peace. Because we didn't get peace. We got fuckus. As winter gives way to spring, the very night of the battle, Lakshin set flames to the twisted body of her one-time mentor in the fallow field. Don't worry, Lilric. I was never so wish-blind as to think you were truly alive. In a sense, I'm glad I found you. Glad it ended here. She wouldn't stop working to clean the town up. She'd scour hardest for signs of the lost. Danny sought the help of his people, the hill painters, to look for the missing ones at Clifton. Yuri Cole was the most skilled tracker he knew. Yuri could only speak to what she hadn't seen, mark of any passage. Remember, though, it's so unlike other quarry. The province of all scents and signs may be their governance. We'll stay watchful. The weather that season was bright and perfect. But only sadness was left to see it. Chadred and Swickery made a rapid study of anything they could find. Anything that might relate to the Thrixel or their aims. Hey, little cat. Hey, Swickery. What is it, Cricket? Possible we're missing a clue that's buried in our blood. Is it all linked to the manifestation of our powers? Talking about our mystical whatever? I hear you. For me, it's... knowing the value of a thing is the only way to make a good deal. That's part of what we're trying to assess right now in my eyes, is what price we can expect to pay. And our lack of knowledge is going to kill us if we move. Disagree? Oh no, my mind wandered. I'm just worried. Days are passing and I'm not finding anything useful. Yeah, me neither. Woo! Lakshin finally gets the Storm Heart! Plus warding, and now Lakshin can throw Flash Cone again. Wait, she already had that. Maybe. Alright. Now that we have this, let's finally improve his spoon. God damn it, game. That's the best you're gonna give me. 5. That'll make it faster. Sure. Yeah, Danny, you have Vost. The weapon of Shadow Messiah is carved from a weird, almost petrified-looking wood that no one can identify. It requires a mighty arm, but delivers immense force with each shot. It is an artifact and stone weapon, so it's very good. So not only does it knock back, but if you manage to get a stunt on it, it shreds armor and pins all enemies in a 2-tile radius. So they get knocked back, then they're stuck there. Exhausting other avenues, hope of finding the young folk has fallen a scattered query and ill-inspired quest. Crumbly and all, it's a pretty place, especially in this light. Lockshin leads Danny to Eldstone, where at least Thrixl had once definitely been. I see the appeal, smell the old broken rock, the things you can imagine. Yeah, you get it. Beautiful ghost weeping on the walls, is what I think of. They give much of the day to climbing and slipping among cure and rubble. The lines and leanings of these ruins make it easy to lose focus and wander. From time to time, they're forced to call out in order to find each other. Yep, Lockshin, because of her transformation progressing, is the rest of her body is now blue as well. The only thing she has left to transform is her other arm, and if it has some other secret transformation, like wings or something. But yeah, she's almost fully Storm Touch. This is why I love Legacy Heroes, because you can progress these to places that it's impossible to progress if they just are one campaign heroes. See that silvery stuff on the ground? Molting, maybe? Yeah, that's all I've really found. So I'd say the Thrixl haven't been here in some time. Maybe my life's consigned to futile searches. Or maybe you have only to open your beak, little bird, and whistle for a favor. Scouring for lost chicks, I take it. Don't believe it. It's a Mothman. Take a good long look. I'm well seen. You know, how does a singular Mothman exist? I am troubled to leave you curious. But as the badger often says before breakfast, shall we get to the eggs, or did we only wake only to bark and mud bucket? You have something to share? Have I not made that clear? But you do so provoke me to prattle. I'm in a bit of a rush myself. Dauntless and wanderlorn by my very nature, the idea was a weather-soon sea. I felt called to take myself north in winding quest, and that is how I happened upon these chicks of yours. I saw them there, huddled and afraid, and dwindling. It is not a good place where they are. You saw them? And you didn't help them? You seem to assume I can walk into the den of Thrixl and simply rifle through the cupboards. I am flattered, but must humbly admit my talents have eventual limits. Remember your own limit too, preparations. Your enemy is well bonded. Fire might grow forever, swallow everything, if no one's willing to carry water to the flames. Fire metaphors? I've tarried myself. By Funny Mud Den, northeast is in the woodmarsh. An ancient glimmer scene lies in a hidden hollow. Glimmer what? Glimmer scene. I shall explain more in a moment, but first here, you must look for trees with this mark on them. I leave it now upon the stone. The Mothman's glyph seems to certain tilt of light. And then he went on his way. If there weren't lives in the balance, I'd say we should be tracking the Mothman instead. I know the old cavern and the woods marsh. It's a long journey, but it's makeable. Yeah, but Glimmer what? The passage of time will cost lives, but clearing Thrixl's sites will disrupt the enemy webs and help more folks survive. They leave as soon as they can. Every idle moment is haunted by this. Shut up. Unique mechanic. Assault Funny Mud Den. 37 townsfolk will survive as we clear the sites. And Thrixl are stalled for 22 days. Unfortunately, we don't have enough people at the moment, but we do have 2 recruit opportunities. And we can build stations in previous locations. But look how far travel that is and how long it'll take someone to do that. So yeah. Let's see. I need to send 2 people here. So it's going to be one of the siblings. And let's send Danny. And then you 2. from legacy. This is going to use like all of our legacy points though. So maybe we don't do this next. Maybe we earn some legacy points first, actually. Like, this benefit would give it so we have 2 split teams doing different things. But if we have to only use random people, we don't get any legacy upgrade people with how many legacy points we have. Ash in the atmosphere is what it does that. Wildfires moving east. Wish I could talk to a Deepist right now. Share a pie. Know what I mean? Why? Because then I know what kind of pie they like at least. All right, we've seen this. Oh, it's this one. It's the cat. Okay. So we haven't done this version of the event. Remember, this event is the dude transformed himself into like this shadowy cat-like creature after he died in a bet for gaining immortality. And in his notes, he said, "This was a failure. I'm going to be like this forever." Just the cat, however, successfully gained immortality, or at the very least, is going to live for like 1,000 years. So he, in his notes, said, "Get the cat away from here. Just let it live its long life wherever it wants." We're going to decide to say no. The cat knows. Shy agrees with me. What do you think? The contextual subtleties of human wants? He comes back. He keeps coming back. With how long we're supposing it's been? Doesn't that have to mean something? Attachment etches things. Behaviors in an animal's mind. I'd assume it's mostly mechanical, habitual. This warlock did predict it need chasing off. And look. Look what they become to each other. So go talk to him. Talk to the cat. Me. Yeah? Maybe you don't have to talk. I don't know. But couldn't you at least try? Make sure it doesn't go away? And you're going to do what? I'll be busy. Whatever spell of transfer this man worked, by his own admission, he left it incomplete. Saw it almost incomplete. So I'm wondering, did another hand maybe finish what he couldn't? Don't you find that necessary sometimes when you're scared? Hey, here, cat. Thirsty? Because if you are, find me a bucket with a bottom, or you can dive down the bottom. Oh. Yeah, agreed, but it shouldn't take too long. Shy in the shadow. And love, I thought, would always be protection. In a world, in a line of work like mine, so I was scared. But there's things you learn on your way home from here, and on your way from here to there, and on your way home. Jadred, I think, maybe see if he'll come inside? How imperial you seem. Really, you'll have to ask him. He was startlingly patient. In the oven's hot glow, the cottage seems not so different. There's one layered on smell, cold, dark, and unfamiliar, and a hue for the shadowing that perhaps wasn't there before? Yeah, I mean, it was more than a moment. Should I be sorry? Mostly just coming through that journal and figuring out what was left undone. Once I found the right place, I tried to basically just elbow in there, you know? Big thing was, we burned what's called Phantom Freesia. It seems our warlock collected, dried it, didn't use it. And with that, there was some fairly eldritch incantations. The soul unshelled and bared for swallowing, shorn of its hull, chucked even of its shadow. I don't blame the guy for leaving them out. Those words just sounded bad. You were chanting and stuff. Well, no. I actually spellcast pretty quiet, I guess. But anyway, things resolved after that. Color flooded into them and resolved. So what even was this magic I mean? Not our standard sort, would you say? Yeah, it's weird. But it kind of is. It kind of was, only a more unguided form. Like letting things bleed into each other. Letting fire merge with flower. Without the personality of it. In between, our part I'm talking about, no knowable interaction. So, interfusion without the human medium? I don't know, isn't that we might be seeing when magic just seems to happen? That's an interesting read. Wonder how much that would explain. Well, anyway, I don't know exactly what's changed, except there's more calm in him, less panic, almost more awareness. Maybe self-awareness? Nope. Edie. She gives to the shadow his long, unreadable gaze. Shy this way. And he takes a step inside and another. This good? I don't know. Okay? Comes a noise of light being split down at seams, and a blinding brightness somehow painful to see. In that moment, without cognition, it seems strange claws may have snatched them from the river of time. But they're here again, whole. Shy! And the shadow spirit dude. They combined. Looking for me. Where are you? Somehow it feels like a place. You there? The voice through the window breaks their stupor. Looking for Swickery Cloversooth and for Chadrick's Cloversooth. You hide in the glowing hut? Deepist are chasing up through the plains. Please say you're in there. We're inside, yeah. It almost seems like he senses them going. Good, I had a notion you would be. With a shadow melted the cat, then decides to snuzzle Swickery. On a different world than this one. Well, alright, good. That's exactly what you'd say, of course it is. With such apparent tenderness. Kicks the fire and puts it out. Was that a fart? It was clearly a kick. We'll just careful letting him sleep in the tent, is all I'd say. Danny is where? He's buying time now. Just this way a little, out the prairie. And so we're brought together two figures from story, Swickery Cloversooth and the shadow cat who protected it. Is there a man in there? Can I ask you not to tell me? What happened? Doused the fire like instantly. You should definitely ask my brother on that one. Alright. Mythic Menagerie. Get 5 different pets across all campaigns. Alright, what does this pet do? Shadow Cat! An enigma walks in feline form, with frightening truths elude all knowing behind its moon huge gaze. Swickery's Shadow Cat, it treads forewarning from the target enemy. That probably should have gone to Chadrick, because she's the one who has the ability to hurt people by stepping near them. Not many Deepists have shoes, I'm sorry, Megatron. We'll get the ones that have them. Oh, I send him out to attack. Meow. Hi, everybody! Found you! Zappy zappy! deteriorated Wilder Guard. No thank you. $5. Look, there's a candle in the window at Romer's. Let's go. Oh no, not this one. Okay, I know 8 legacy points. That I can work with. It would take 1 to secure this site, so we're not going to do that just yet. But here, I wanted Chadred and Danny to go to this one. Everybody else go to this one. Legacy. I need... It's going to make me choose Mary. Because this group needs the 100. Okay. Moss. Folks called Mary an old soul. That was because... Okay, we've seen this event like a million times. This group needs warrior. Don't have enough to recruit K1. Alright, guess we're just recruiting a normal person. Alright, let's see. The Greedy Goofball. Warder Ballad. Make it care! Yes. Mysterious, Slacker, and Creative. Pupils of the Undergod have reached Vigil Wand. I've been waiting for my whole life for this opportunity. Okay. Yada yada yada. Training is important. Jackbird. I didn't notice that. Yep, Jackbird blind. That is a lot of infestation. This is gonna be a tough fight, but I don't have time for them to patrol. Okay, I've got one. Favorite fruit. Okay, we've seen this one before. So many things, really. The spellbinding gazes, that dazzling smile, the way you whisper my name before a fight. Shush, Mary's gonna hear. Plus, what kind of woman would I be if I let you get picked up by some tardy flipsole? Come weave a little web in my heart. Bonus damage opponents. Those two are just sickeningly adorable. Don't worry. It's not a heterosexual relationship. He is... There we go. Oh, he is, I thought he was non-binary. Non-binary. His sister's. Jump. First things first. Kill that. Damn those things. Okay. Night, Megatron! Open the door. Pop heroism. This. Not enough range. Oh, he doesn't know where we are. How convenient. Zippy zappy. Oh, there's another one around here somewhere. Interfuse with this one. There you are. Gosh darn it. Potency, that's going to one of the siblings. Plus 48. Okay. Well, what better spot to wait out the rain than a haven full of history? Any ghosts would be honored to call these stones home. Changer regards the wet field for a few more minutes, then wanders up one of the more sturdy-looking staircases. What's been exposed to the skies for so long now lies covered in lichen. One room, however, remains relatively untouched by the elements. Tales never told, tucked away. You think it's an old collection or some thief's stash? Hard to tell. The shapes of these figures were common in ancient art of the North, whereas the line work here denotes a southern style, more modern too. And then there's this one. The weaving's not like the others, among other differences. No loom I've ever seen weaves like that. Why anyone would want this in their collection, I'm not sure. The tapestry breathes a shivering aura in and out. Interfused with it. Shadred steps closer to the tapestry and focuses their eyes beyond its surface, as if trying to peer deeper inside. There's more tied up in these threads. Someone was willing to do. Sure you know what you're doing? Snap. Shadred is thrown against the back wall. Skittering, shiny limbs begin to spasm towards from the tapestry as it unravels. This is a bit tight, but we can work with it. What was your ability again? Oh. No, please, raise the alarm. Get more people here to help, to fight. Makes it easier when they come to me. They're coming through the door! Doesn't provide flanking. That's fine. A rapier, huh? I mean, it's strictly better than the lumber axe. And hell, why not? After the last creature falls, what is left of the tapestry drops and whips apart like with a crack. One more figure is expelled from it where threads curl and burn away. Dashel! Hey! I forgot that this event could pull from Legacy! You're human. Or close enough. Are you real this time? That's quite a philosophical discussion, but short answer, we think so. That's what they said the other times. Give us a chance, and I think you'll find that we persist sufficiently. What do you remember? A name, Dashel Truffle, enough of a childhood, long-ended adventures, but not much of what you're actually asking about. It's hard to tease apart what happened and what didn't. A sense of time passed and a sense of purpose. Fighting something. And perhaps not much has changed. You're fighting too, it turns out. If you want to pick up where you left off, you look like someone who can watch a back in the battle. You want another fighter, you'll have me? No thanks, but this is it where I need your... Nope. They're coming with us. Tossing my flail would be for the best. We'll fill you in the state of the land. Not the best shape at the moment. That's why we're out here. Good thing you were, I suppose. After the rain cleared, the pupils of the Undergod trekked on, one thread strung. I'll take a 1 LP cost to Legacy recruit. Yeah. I'm gonna need fabrics. Danny. for this site for me. But you have legacy points to spend. Silver Wild, strength 6. They should be okay. I have to be honest, glad it's you cooking tonight. I'm feeling more of a support role at the moment. Oh, it's this one. I could get a fish. Fish is something you can build a decent meal around. Come on, this is a good spot back this way. You have a fishing pole? The sort of thing you can improvise in a pinch. And a nearby pool. Can't say I've done much fishing lately. How long do you think this will take? What can you say? You should probably get some stories ready, though. The version they tell in the Silver Wild differs one key way because of the agricultural significance of. And I was astounded! There it was, in the original document. How much longer, you think? I guess. Wait. Hello? Here we go! Well done, and not the worst way to spend an evening either. Hey, they had a fish stew! Oh, leaf spirit, leaf spirit! Let's give that to the newbie. Snake Dark! Why does that sound dirty? You interfere. This to do anything. Nice there. Fire lash the both of them. Right. Opens the door. Bar. Seeker. That's more dangerous. Hey, he finally got a hit in. Okay. Oh dear. Everything is splinter blast. I'll go ahead and get that to Mary. So little legacy points. Who desperately needs speed? Dashel so far. Give that to the newbie. I'm gonna make these folks control here. Give these folks time to defeat this area. Let's walk closer, right, Swickery? Come hold my hand. Impact parking echoes answer them. Okay, this one. Oh, the gemstone one. You know what? Do I want to be cursed? No, I don't. It really is a small gesture. Don't hold it against me. I'm no one of extraordinary means. He lays upon its rock paw a pouch full of flower petals he can save and leaves. It's odd. Feels no pangs of remorse, leaving a little radiance to light the earth. Swickery? Swickery? Is that you, love? Something wrong? Is Mary? They're fine. You're the one I'm worried about. I'm happy to see you. Reunited, they move on and soon emerge to fight another desperate fight. But ever and after, tucked underground, a stone-hearing god will dream of him. Swickery will be protected. Woo! Plus 0.5 bonus damage. Okay, so he's dead. Just an example of what compulsion does. I make the target move. That could be useful for moving them into traps, or if they're running, moving them back away from you. There's a lot of great reasons why it's useful. Holy shit! Alright, well I know exactly where Lokshin needs to be. Holy fuck! Would have really liked if at least one target got stunned from that. Really? You don't have range to shoot him? Bone Lance, Bone Lance, Bone Lance! This is gonna suck. We have so many people available in attack range. Oh, and now Swickery's in stasis! flash you guys, so I don't have to deal with that. This is good. Windwalk. Arrows up. Really need you killing things right now, Lakshin. Free, don't die, I believe. You're already poisoned, right? You're poisoned. Ooh, that could have killed Sweet. Cuttable lightning bolts. Ooh, that was ugly. Buried near Funny Mud Den is a thing the Mothman called the Glimmer Scene. Here's another mark. The Glimmer Scene is a physical place where this world remains stitched to another. It can be used for crossing over. We're aiming for the real marshwoods now. Even experienced trackers get lost here. Frogs and wren jingle their voices safe among the trees. Otherwise, the air is creeping. The Glimmer Scene is quite fragile. Extreme care will be required to fit whole humans through. So therein lies your hope. Whatever the Thrixel are doing with your people, shepherding them all to the Terrafract, I can only guess. but is likely slow. The trees pack wetly in. They stink of putrefied plant matter burrows thick nose and summoning snot. Puddles of mucus-like muck among the roots bloom and quiver. Wouldn't mistake that for a fox den. A rotted hole at the base of the tree twists in fetid darkness. Mothman said there was a couple ways down. So I heard. Well, Changer and I would maybe do well to find another entrance, right? A wider net can catch more lives. That sounds alright. Yeah, I'm up for it. I think this way gives the prisoners a better chance. Get +5 survivors. Or divided. There's more potential for disaster. Discretion. Dashel and Chaser pick a squelchy path, trying to keep their steps on spongy old wood and trusty as stones. They soon discover a slick stairwell in the overground foundation of some forgotten structure. Hearing Dasha's signal, both parties begin the descent, feeling along close, gunky walls, ducking through wet curtains of lacy mold to whatever's all heroes +1 speed and +1 boarding and armor, and holy shit, that's a lot! Oh. So they start with different places. God, it's a lot for 2 mystics to take on. Won't give me he'll give you a flank on him, but not on him. I need to target dead. Hatred and Dashel are in bad ways. This motherfucker near me dies because he's poisoned. He only has 1 health. Ignite, so I can deal extra damage to you. Fire lash this over here to kill it. Officially don't have to care about any of you. Right, they split. Poison was the worst thing I could do. Really need either of them to hit. Okay. Get some poison. You have 3 poison. You're gonna die. That's not great. This way. Depending on that poison, take out a lot of things and hopefully Mary to survive. But I'll need a lot of really good dice rolls for it. Well, look at that. And I got an achievement for killing a bunch of enemies with poison on the same turn. Move it in position. Introduce that fire and drag it. Killing that bard weakens that thrust, so that'll make that my life easier there. Yeah, bard. There's too many things. Oh, it's still big. Hey, that was the wrong bard. Huh. That's a problem. No! The hit was worse than Mary braced for. They struggled to stay up. Let's let them down. Everything goes slow and dim. Better back off. Lose 2 health. Mary dies, deals damage. Mary dies, armor to all. Mary loses 2 health for the remainder of the game. Another day, perhaps. I can be patient. Not broke, but perhaps a bit bent. Mary slips away. Y'all need to not stand in fire. That'd be great. Yes, I know what doors are. I'm trying to open it. Wardeer! Wardeer's maimed. Finish up here. I'll find you later. Wardeer staggers off, hoping he can scrounge up enough strength to survive until things quiet down. Finally. That was a hard-fought victory. Familiar faces float from the shadows where they hid. They're changed, grimy, hollow-eyed. They stare. Before we go any further. Lost an arm. But they are Cliffham folk. They are alive. We came as quick as we could, with our limited knowledge. Mary addresses them. The monsters are dead. Come with us. Anyone need to be carried? Little ones? Searching out human faces, they find just 49 of the lost. But they're survivors. They clamber from the nests of rotting vegetation they presumably provided them. Here you are. Found some more? No one go too far, too quick. It's still the swamp. It'll take days of warm coaxing to crack the cold trauma that's frozen their faces red. But it's a great start. You'll be okay, Elsie. Your parents will be glad to see you. I'm just worried about my big sister. I think that she died. I'm sorry, what was your sister's name? Luna. I'm Elsie. They took her away like the others, but she never took her up the tunnel. No, it was like a door made out of spider string. It was like they wove it, kind of, in the air. It appeared, and it went somewhere else. I don't know, but they took people through one by one. Everyone seemed to want to go. Sounds like a glimmer scene, like what Mothman said. I think that's what it must have been. They called it the door. The Luna and the elder kids. People'd go through, and they'd come back once time had passed, and except they looked like monsters then, and they wouldn't talk. Any glimpse I've gotten into their minds, they seem hollow, cavernous, full of nothing. But Luna was the last one taken. She's been gone a lot longer than the others and never came back. So anyway, I'm pretty sure she died. I mean, I hope she didn't, but then I also think it might be better if she did, because she wouldn't want... Shh, I understand. It's alright. We'll go back and look again once you're safe. Yeah, alright. They reach the edge of the wood marsh. The musical yips of a wild fox greet them echoing in the wind. Milk-full sunshine coats the cold. It smells so good all of a sudden, doesn't it? I should also... she asked me to say thank you. We tried to escape, me and Luna. We did try, but they caught us. Thank you for coming to get me. You proved my sister right. They trekked toward home. Later searches only stir the bones. If something called a glimmer scene exists here, it seems beyond human access. No sign of the girl's sister appears. Townsfolk rescued 49. Plus 1 potency to the company, plus 1 health for the company, 3 legacy points. 4 years of peace fire. During the years of peace, seasons passed slow in the town of Cliffhaven. Hurtful reminders were everywhere. Empty homes, graves for missing bodies, classrooms full of ghosts. But human resilience is remarkable. A great gift for smiling in the simple heat of sunlight. We'll bless whatever's left to count. The first harvest from the fields around Towson Windmill was a little off. Whoever ate that grain had the same dream, a dream of tunnels and the buzzing of ghosts. In the long and taskless days, Lakshin learned smithcraft. It didn't come easy to her, but it gave her a private way to hammer out her history, her triumphs, terrors, and regrets. Fragments of herself she beat to the metal. Those who came to watch and later wield her work felt safe thumbing the charms graven in the crafts of hilt. Swickery went back to Spearworks for apprentice for it. The iridescent thread he helped develop ushered in a new era of fashion. One sun-dappled morning, Swickery and Lakshin were married. Folks of Mistywood gathered a few miles from the road and hung paper scarves on the wedding tree the couple chose. Funny at weddings, just can't wait for the food. Ridiculous, but yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind starting early. An all-day feast would follow. Dashel found a soulmate in a woman with deep, blooming eyes. She would whisper their love to the raindrops and shout it to the valleys. The town rarely slept before midnight. Jadrid said you were going to bed. But then I got up and started walking past empty black windows. Used to have lights in them, and all the calm felt like a lie. Starlight mirrored lamplight. The vigil seldom slept. Alright, so Dashel's getting his transformation forwarded. Dashel can make his body harden, getting immunity damage to start turn. Cool. Lakshin's getting her other storm arm. Storm Chain Lightning. Lightning surges from Lakshin's hands and interrupts the 3 foes, dealing half damage to second, third, and inflicting senses on stuff. Yes, please. Darn. It bugged. The text bugged, but that's the achievement for getting a full transformation on someone. So yeah, Lakshan officially fully transformed. Noir's here. He's eating pets. If you're gonna do the thing with that damage aura, you're gonna want more speed. Guard. Boy, Noir. Can't have you on my lap more than this though. I don't have to. We get so few resources in this mission. There's wisdom that survives from grandmother times. Never trust a dream you dream in the moonlight. Take care if you lie under the window's path. Even gaps as slender as moonbeams will admit a skilled weaver's needle. It's black here. In the dark between the book and the shelf. But, oh. Surely a moon. You don't seem real. Ease up. I'm only saying so. Bet I'm out in the ocean behind the bookcase. Everybody will want to come and take my fish. Guess I'll need to impose some kind of limit. A weight limit? A few books grouper is fine. Dictionary squid. Anything heavier, you owe me things. Oh hey, there's someone out jumping on the waves. Watch out, there's danger. The figure falls through a hole in the shifting waters. That's dangerous, I tried to say. Am I the only one who can do something? The sheep certainly won't help, that flinching beast. So Swickery hops over the woolly mist of the sea. Dripped limb by limb into the darkness. And now he's inside the shadowy cell where odorless lamps emit little more than hands. Who are you? I'm who's having the dream. Is that Swickery? Swickery Cloversooth? Swickery suddenly recognized this young woman. Luna Arkwright? How vivid this seems. It's like I'm seeing you again. You are. How'd you get here? Do they know? Well, you're in my dream. Dream. You keep saying you're dreaming. If you're not one of their tricks, if you're really Swickery Cloversooth, maybe you got here through dreaming? You know what happened to my little sister? Elsie. We found her. She's safe. She's safe? Endured a lot. She's okay. This feels too real. Where are we meant to be? Somewhere else. Those bug things brought me through their world and ours. This won't make sense, but it's like from beyond a dim door, a drone enters the room. Distant light. Trouble? The noise vibrates in every unfirmed stone. Swickery, if you can leave here, you need to do it. They're going to find you, and I don't know if... How do we save you? We'll come and get you out. Actually, what we need is to find another one of those glimmer screens, right? They'll sense a threat. You won't ever get close. My sister's strong. Tell her You be sure they detect us. Well, the longer I've been here, the more it seems like they have some other perception. Sense and tune to the force inside things. Their essences, or whatever you'd call it. A group of you can be like thunder to them. You'd be throwing your lives away. For a person who's been gone for so long, I can barely remember Elsie's face. I'll come alone. The dream begins to fade. Swickery wakes from his wandering sleep. He holds a clear idea in his mind, like a kernel of light that can draw him over the hills where he would go. Several days pass before he speaks. This trail's easy enough to follow. This note wasn't. Chasing a dream of a girl who's been missing for how long? I love him, but he's not exactly selfless. I don't know. It feels a little like 4 years ago. Okay, Kurt, and yes, we are missing. We have this we can build now. Everything else down here. All right. Alright, we have 3 fairly even teams. I want Lakshan and Danny on different teams. That puts Mary with you and Chase. Everybody else? Step. Okay. Haven Beams. Lakshan just got back. Saw that. So... Danny, have you ever thought about starting a family? Family? Well, yeah, sometimes. I think about it. Having kids. A cottage full of books, the ones I've collected, and all my little owls flapping around. I'm sure it'd be an adventure, but then... It's such a dangerous world, isn't it? That sounds like the start of a quest! We got a good questing here. Let's bring order then. Pick from Legacy. Ooh, good strong yoga. Good strong yoga. Let's bring yoga again. So sleep, wolf call, wolf call. The gleaming blade of VtuberEN Bridge. Well, when the evening light catches us so, they're not wrong. Alright, cool. How are you going to prepare against every kind of bad thing that might happen? I'd be fascinated to know. It's not about that. Call it due diligence. The more problems you can solve before they sprout, the better. And Haven Beams. Where'd you hear of that? What is that? You keep track of particularly useful legends. Once you see them repeated, you pay more and more attention. Haven Beams trees are said to grow in places untouched by fire. Or maybe it's that the trees that are warding off the flames? It's a lizard or egg. Or chicken. Well, because the wood of Haven Beam is supposed to repel danger, according to the myth. So when you build with it, you're essentially warding your home from unforeseen disaster. A little woodland spirit decides to make itself known. The spirit stands motionless for a moment. I see it. Then scrambles along some corridors of root, shadow, and trunk. You following? Well, yeah. They rush after it, leaping rocks and snags and craggy tree feet. Deeper in the forest, to arrive at Evergreen Grove, all combed through with mist. The spirit darts and dances among the skirts of the luminous, perfect trees. These are them, Haven Beams. We have to cut one down? The spirit led us here, so we must have its blessing? I don't know, suddenly I'm questioning. Hey, so little spirit, why'd you leave us here? Lead us here. Changer's confusion won't last long. Okay, where are they? There's one. Die, you. Oh, hey, bye. Clear on this side. No movement here. So what's the story? Madrovan? Think they're also here for... Spirit darts away again. You know, it'd be a pretty cute pet. It's not a long walk on the deep, densest depths of the woods, where it appears something's been left for them to find. A gift? Or an offering? Or he meant to just... I hope this is what it was meant. Well, Shadred, I mean, I guess this is all fine with you, right? You're gonna keep looking for... Why? Because we're leaving the trees untouched? Yeah. We went looking for haven. We found them. But ascertaining what the impact was... Anyway, knowledge is supposed to change it. And your future children? Still thinking about that? Oh, kids? Guess I'll have to do my best. And I trust my friends will help keep them safe. It adds potency and charisma, but it doesn't add spell damage. But I think the potency is up. Will of the Forest. So this one's just passive potency. That's a lot of potency. Making that strong. Good idea. Spell threads. Let's go. Prepared. This is all ugly. So much infested. Rumors of Thrixel have led the pupils of the Undergod through tangled woods to the site of long forgotten ruins. Windward rock and decayed edifices are all that remain of the ancient city. Oh, we've seen this one before. Ooh, water spirit. I don't have particular use for it, but legacy points would be nice. Yeah, now Discus does 11 damage because of how much potency she has. Yes. Ah, hell. It does that much damage if she hit, I should say. They split anyway. Oh, that's... Shadred. If you move like this, you're just gonna hurt enemies. Tree planted. Extra health is not going to go in this. And hard deck. Get us a legacy point. For once, Danny's gonna use the sword. There's a breathing stills. You guys more. Mor's doing that thing to try and get my attention by scratching my chair. Let's take the loot. Warding and more charisma. Guess who already has a good amount of charisma? We've seen this event before. Yes, hi Noir. Now include the area, it's good to be back in the Ivy Fields. Been here before? Been here, I grew up here. Know it like the back of my hand. Aww. They're in a relationship. Hides and fabrics. Fabrics. Hey, Lore Weaver! Need to get rid of that. In the aftermath liberating world of Wold of the Daisy. And again, I don't want to lose you. I recognize that glow. You may not love another more than you love me. You must choose one. I renounce her. Love only you. Excellent. You've taken one step closer to joining. Don't worry, we'll be fine. That was weird. I've never had that event before. Hide and fabric. Hide and fabric. Alright. One of each. Everything is infested. What's there? Got a cold campfire, built but I don't think ever burned. Any insight? Looks like Swickery's work. My eyes might just be longing for him at this point. If it's his, at least we know he's alive. He should have scattered it, even if we had to leave suddenly, if he built it at all. No, something's not right. Something hasn't been. Guess we hope to find him soon. Maybe we don't see it. And they'll never be able to. Come on, Swickery, this place is dangerous for us both. There. Yeah, I got a splinter. Got a splinter? That's right, I got a splinter. You got a splinter? We're stopping for this. I got a... What's it look like? I got a mean splinter, see? Sliding past an elm. I've got a bunch of splinters out in my day, I'll have a look. The quarry was just a bit further, so should this be our priority? Wow, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper it seems to wiggle. Oh, whatever, I'll get it out. I'll be fine. Goat Hill Quarry is where our mind should be. Yoga. What's with their hair? I don't know. Mary, next time we get a break. Sure, I'll just hope it falls out on its own first. Only it doesn't. Sometime later, Mary will look and find the splinter gone, but a piercing pain will stitch inside it, the pain that comes and goes. An ancient elmish soul leaves its root through his heart. Oh, we did that before, didn't we? Elm soul. Photosynthesis. Okie doke. Jump jolt, and chain lightning. So many abilities now. Cyclone tactic. Man, chain lightning is a humongous range. Rain of fire. Trigger breath here. Fine. I'm borrowing the fire. Son of a bitch. Getting very XCOM'd right now. Really? Fine. Unlimited power. Roll guard. Nah, this is the one that gives them range accuracy, so do a range build. No, thank you. Since the force breathes, yada yada. 4. Barely pushing this stat back. No, my legacy points are too low. I have no choice. Other willows. Springtide, spring on the slopes, and head down the mountain. Do stay if you want. We've seen this event. Yada yada. Alright, so this one is before we told them, don't come with us. This time I'm going to say, come with us. You don't stand up for neighbors, we'll stand up for you. Father always told me to treat any illness, one must be willing to suffer the same illness. That's like that. This is like that to me. And what if it's me who suffers it? Ren, you're brave, and I love that you're brave. Sometimes I think it's just because you don't understand what you could lose, or who you could lose. In my worst moments, I think you do understand. Apothecary's wife stalks out the back door. Lady, well, sorry, she's... You're isolated up here. Your choice, I imagine? Be close to where the rare herbs grow? Balance and harmony beget each other. Remember to put power in her hands sometimes. Well, Mary, Lakshan, go do what you came here to do and good luck. Your work will be celebrated and anyway, we'll be down to help with your recovery. We'll be right behind you. Apothecary hastily fills her needs and wants, then Mary and Lakshan leave to rejoin yoga and carry out the task. Interesting set of words you came up with. Speaking from the heart, I guess. Yeah, well, it was well said, I think. They were great friends before Brennan and Claylee, so I hope they're alright when the battle's done. 15 charisma. 2 legacy points. child. Whoop. Oh boy! Want to get wolf call active. So, mission successful there. Chain lightning. Just nice. Jolt! Gosh darn it, Mary, I need to get you a better. Oh, that takes interfuse ones away too. I didn't know that. Danny. Peoples of the Undergod have been pointing towards a cluster of tents that, in a wooded refuge south of Hardycob Windworks. We're lucky to have a day's notice that Brixel are coming. Better have some tents and sacks of potatoes than just your nightshirt, at least. Rest a while. Anything we can do to improve your chances in a fight. More likely it is when we get back. So they do. Pigs forage around tree trunks. People take turns stirring a pot. Others chop logs, singing woodsy songs. How do you like your potatoes? Cooked? Cooked is great. Don't take this the wrong way, but everyone here is just so wholesome. Don't feel like you have to earn our favor. We're here for Brixel either way. Funny you should mention, actually. You should have seen Hardycob Windworks before this all happened. So much infighting. Standard family stuff about fences and fishing boats. Day in and day out. You try not to take sides, and it only makes everyone angry. I was ready to throw up my hands and leave them to chew at each other's bones. But suddenly give everyone a common enemy, and it's striking how quickly we come together. You're saying you want us to leave you some Brixel? Not necessary. I miss beds and wells and locked doors so much. You know what a full-time job it is, keeping those fat possums out of the food sacks? I'm not getting excited yet, though. I've seen Hardycob Windworks with my own eyes. Even from afar you can see the ruin. Roofs ripped apart with those jaws, walls poked with holes where stashed themselves. Disgusting. And scrap it. New windmill. Whatever better excuse to start over. And abandon what was? When a place is lived in, it grows a spirit of its own. You don't get to enjoy that these days, trekking around as we did. You heard Yavanna. It was squabble-stained anyway. Take advantage of the shake-up. Build something better. Our discussion stretches through the afternoon, bringing arguments from both sides. By the end, the people of Honeycomb Windworks are convinced to build a new one. People love fresh start. Everything's shiny and new. Nowhere to go but up. After some passable potatoes, Yvonne's talk turns to logistics. There's a gully up the way that'll get you close. That's how I got a best glimpse of the place. If a wild-footed oaf like me can use it to be not noticed, it should serve you even better. The gully guides them deep enough to mask their approach. That doesn't rain lately. Danny sees it first. Yvonne wasn't exaggerating. Debris hides signs of life, but an ethereal hum rides in the smoke. At least we don't have to worry about trashing the place. Fire Spirit. Good for legacy points, but it's going in the door. It's one place I don't know. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, flash cone. I don't want them actually hitting me if I can avoid it. Weapon. Trust it. Oh, bullshit. Alright, Drathix. 17 health. Dragon Breath with 7 range. Put a poison. Claw at 2 range. Crush can move through scenery. Dragon cannot be stunted. Ooh. Yeah, I'll make that spirit. This is a tough enough fight. Here. So something just by moving is always so nice. Interfuse. Scalding. First. I know we're gonna get poison breath on, but I wouldn't stop it by attacking it. Change your dot, poison. Alright, Danny, hit it hard. Mythical Warhead. Okay. Yeah, that should reveal that. Should have been a grim scene, but people walk among the rubble with bright eyes, talking excitedly. I think it'll be good for us to have something we all work on for a while. Brings out the best in folks. Sure, ride that new project enthusiasm for as long as you can. We want to give you something in thanks. We talked about it a bit. We're low on resources right now, but we're full of possibilities. Maybe we can give you some of that. How so? Our old home is one thing of the past, but we'd like to give you the honor of naming the one that'll be built in its place. Wait, windmill, right? Like, Wildermyth or... How about... Wildermyth! Think it'll work? Well enough. Besides, if I let the choice of these bigger birds, they'd manage to make some huge argument out of it. And that's what we're trying to avoid, right? Ivana sends them off next morning, definitely swatting away offers of further help from Odir. And this is one thing you can do, though. Take the spokes badge. It feels like it's bad luck to keep the old one, but maybe worse luck to toss it in the creek. We'll give it a good home. The sound of hammers and saws sings them over the hill. Does that mean I'm mayor of the peoples of the Undergod now? Nice work. Potency and block. That's perfect block shot. As the Luna finished scouting quickly enough that we can fight before this infestation becomes an incursion. Oh, it's this one. No thanks, I don't need a spear or a bow. I had a dream that we're all painting and could jump between canvases. Strange. Huh. Wish I could remember more dreams. It sounds interesting. I'll take a C point for not picking up that weapon. Really? You blocked both? What an ass! See you, Danny. Have a good sleep. I'm probably gonna be quitting soon because I'm fucking hungry. So I might need to end soon so I can make some time to eat. Go. Damn it, forgot. Nothing cool to interfuse, so smack it. Oh well. It dies for poison anyway. Okay, time to slay a dragon. I haven't fought one of you yet, at this campaign at least. Boom. He's asleep. Give myself a damage aura. One step here. Alright, construct. That's that. Hi, everybody! Chain lightning. That was a lot of effort to set up this room, and she just walks in and teleports in and chain lightning. First grab. Warning. He won't get an upgrade from it. He just needs some. Ooh, what are you? Ugh. So it had to be all the way over here. We can't build defenses because we never secured it. Okay, finish up. Oops. Yoga could use that to catch up a bit. Okay, we'll finish the scout. Cutting it close. Intercept. This will have to do. I need my strongest for this. This is going to be a very high strength thing. Start fires and exploit confusion. Oh, you poor, poor fools. +1 bonus. Not need that right now. Alright, what do you do exactly? Spawn chrysalis. Spawns 2 crystal crystals with cancer. Okay. So you just make my life worse by making everything else show up. I'm okay with that. like it. I like it. Oh well. Let's just get this for the let's see point. Oh, actually, yeah. Why not make it water? Hell yeah. Queen's Ruin. If I pop heroism, just walk you over, we're gonna kill most of them. Cyclone attack had a better chance of proccing that than my jump jolts and stuff. And deals more damage to both targets, rather than more damage to one jumping to another. Yoga. Let's get you over here to protect her. Protect Chadred. Them, sorry. Here. That's a lot. Too bad they don't get to act when they come in. Oh, come on! Hit you hard. Ha! Good. Die in the fire! Legendary warrior Ilwit said that choosing a battle is leave the field that you're unafraid to look back on. We did that today, I think. You know me, trying to... Oh. Okay. Well, this is the final fight of the chapter. Let's go ahead and bring Lakshan, Danny. She's rich because she needs to look for her brother. Warrior. Yeah, sure. Nah. Bring stuff. The lush landscape swelled, shimmering scents blow by. Overhead, the clouds fall like string, yield threads to the intricate lineations of stratospheric lights. Pollen's sweet melodies drift from the swaying foliage. Ephemeral warm hums fall on the ear-like snow. The colors don't ever stay the same. But where are we? All doors go somewhere. This is the other side of Glimmerseen. Terrafract is our word for it. I don't know if Bricks will call it anything but home. Terrafract. But is any of it real? Oh, it's all real. Palpable, flavorful. See, naked of its shells, reality is this soft, pliable thing. Here there are very few hard laws to contain it. And that means what? Okay, it means like, here winds are born of wonder. Here imagining the golden glow of a bit plum, you might make the stars turn amber and drip out of the night. Here every fantasy you have might be constellated around you, articulated, full, interactive, but always morphing. Weird. I mean, it seems stable to me. I'm holding it still, mostly. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of losing my grasp on things, but in my dream, you'd be throwing your lives away. I'll come over. You were in prison. You were afraid. Weren't you? Oh, well, yeah. But then I was able to forge a way out. See, I found I had the power to traverse this world. I was born with that power, same way you were, Swickery. Forgive me for interrupting, but I'm absolutely itching to comment. He's here too? No. I am, but lately alone. You seem so calm, so resourceful, but to paraphrase a dear friend, seeming as a weapon we wield like a sword, is it not? Great. Milady, I am done. My hesitation has only ever brought up this pain. How do you know the Mothman? You're acquainted with this cosmic vagrant? This light-lorn lostling? Yeah, helped to save your sister, actually. Did you know he's the reason this all happened? The blood leads back to him. Yeah, that might be true. I mean, everyone that's been hurt, taken, hurt, killed. Well, an accident of fate, little owl. Perhaps one day I'll explain in full. For now, I may only unmask her. How could you even hope to? An old keepsake. From under his hat, the Mothman produces a moon. Here, she may obscure her shadow, but the glow of homes ever haunts. Oh! Ow! She split into a momentary spectrum of presence, then resolves. Look what they have wrought from the girl who was Aluna. Enough. I rot myself. You should understand what that means. The borrowed moon withers its hands. Her shape returns to normal. Her voice, however, exercises a profound depth, unfurling words that are heart-blazing, ensuring power. This is a note. That shadow doesn't look the same. All I wanted, dear Swickery, was to ease you towards the truth. But now you've seen me, please understand. It's for the best. I am no longer Aluna Arkwright, as you knew her, but I've become something greater. Ecthys is my name, Ecthys, Queen of Light. I believe we all would have preferred Aluna. I'm sure you would. You like us, frail, ignorant. No Aluna was anything but frail. That much is obvious. A coward like me knows courage when it sees it. You never knew me. You weren't down in that pit with us. I wasn't pulled out. I emerged from the muck, and I did because I'm different. This world was too much for the others, but I mastered it. The Thrixel brought me to this place, but I made myself its queen. The queen must prove her patience. You are a princess still. You're asking me for my intolerance. Better for you if you remove yourself. Please, though, Lady Ecthys, Queen Ecthys, is that the Queen of Life. Whatever you're seeking, I must be able to help you, right? That's why I'm here. You can make a bargain. You sort of have it. Look, it's not complicated, Swickery. This is our time. We're ascendant, and I mean all of us. Together, humanity. You have the gift that was dormant. Even this Mothman's of yours could join us. I don't mind. It's not important. And yes, the Thrixel destroyed lives searching for me. Too many lives. But I'm here now. I'll lead the world to a new era. And I'll fashion you as my first and finest companion, and I cannot let that happen. I'll be able to see it. It's already happening. You can buy wings at any costume shop these days. Regardless, it's just a matter of time now, and I await the result. In that case, I will stop the clock. I've only ever acted late. Dear bird, consider this an apology. But what? She is too powerful for any of us. But I have a few tricks left. One day I shall come and tell you everything. For now, a crackling flash announces Swickery's sudden buckle. He falls through a tunnel of luminous abstraction into broad, bland. Swickery! He appears to be hoping eyes of his lover like a dream and staggers against mossy rocks. It's okay, you're here now. Oh, I've got... He's over here. We owe that Mothman one more time, huh? I feel weird. But are those wings? Swickery promptly faints. Watch him catch them before he falls too hard. Easy now, easy. We should get off their doorstep. Bricks will surge out of the open folding air. Swickery's vulnerable. Have to make a wall and hope for the best. We'll do as long as we can then. Survive for 7 turns. Protect. Swickery here. Seems to be stuck. And yes, he has wings now. Mothly. Saintly wings grow from Swickery's shoulders, long enough to wrap his body around. Passive +1 speed. Action globe glow. Run for combat. He and all adjacent allies enter the grapevine. There it is. Second best. Toss it down. I want eyes. Oh well. Damn. Powder and stasis. I need someone over here to fix that. Already going after Swickery too. Alright. Harry, remove stasis, please. Go. That'll do. Give me any more line of sight. Oh well. And get back to Mary. I don't know where the dragon is. I know the nightmare thing is down there, though. Range. Oh well. Make them come to us. My role is to kill as much as possible, is to survive. Killing stuff's just fun. I should give Danny what he needs. Right, I keep getting these guys split up. That's a lot. Please kill that thing. That gives Danny a line of sight on the dragon. Boom down. Ooh, that counted for feedback. Hi! Blind all of you. Here, 5 hope. You have enough movement to just take damage, right? Yeah, okay. So that'll kill the Seeker because it's poison. Action still has a turn. So jump up. Oh, I left Swickery alone. Maybe a mistake. It is turn 7, so I don't know if it's end of my turn or end of theirs. Well, blinding this thing doesn't really do anything, I suppose. Maybe a tad too reckless, to be completely honest. But I've made my bed. At this point, running away would just show my back to them and would cause more harm than good. Ring of Fire. Good, that's what I wanted. God, a lot of people hit my dragon. Okay, I was like, okay, I survived 7 turns, but he's still telling me to protect the green. Swickery regains his awareness. And immediately regrets it. Friends? Bricks will have overrun their position. Luxion! Like ants, they flood and climb on the corpses of their own. Swickery, Lokshin, Danny, Shadra, Yoga, Mary, their bones may lay here forever. Unless... Everyone, gather close! Swickery, if you can't fight, love, we'll be finished soon. Swickery's face goes clear and calm. The wings on his back flutter. They fly open. When the gray light dissipates, all are swathed in a private twilight. The Thrixel kneel uncertain, unable to perceive them. Under the cloak of Swickery's new magic, they vanish. Pursuing Thrixel fan out and find them. The company dodges detection among trunks and human fog. They get little sleep, day and night. Coming home to Clifton, safe, exhausted. It's on me. Mind if I stay next to you? You know, your wings craft colors out of fire? Oh hey, thought you'd be sleeping. I wanted to make sure you didn't go back to that bed where she... I don't know. But just stay here, tonight. I was even gonna ask. What's... Oh. It's on me, this whole thing. Left him to fend for himself. What do you owe me? He appeared that morning, told us where to wait. We were close, but we would have been out of reach. Planted some kind of beacon to guide us, and said he was off to make sure you wouldn't be late. Don't like feeling indebted to him. Don't let it hang over you. A lot of living for us still. Yeah. Well, but if this Ect is some kind of queen of Thrixel now, are we in more trouble or less? Does she want us dead? What does she? Walk outside with me. My mom used to warn me, the most dangerous people I'd meet were the ones with nothing to lose. The Luna and the Mothman, they're beings of a similar order, closer to each other, I think, than we are to people. But they're different in this respect. He's afraid. And she's not? I don't think she's got any reason. Luna, Ectus, she's unattached, in a way maybe unfinished. And I think she sees us all that. I just wish I'd be able to listen a little longer. Her voice is... Master Harpine, when I encountered a step or technique I couldn't quite get yet, he'd tell me to move on. Try it once or twice in the morning or before bed, and I'd get it, sleep by sleep. I hear you, sweet one. I'm sorry, I guess I'm going to be working on this in a while. Yeah, but if Ectus is Thrixel now, for good and all, there's only one way we've seen to end, right? The peace that comes from it will be a balm to many. 6 more years they can shovel into the bones of bad memories and good friends. But some are unable to forget. Their blood, their bodies remind them. To them, the dragging seasons will fill up scabs and those continue to listen to the rumor of a Luna or the Moth. 6 years of peace to follow. During the years of peace, Rakshan asked Dasher to journey with her to the forest named Gold Hill Quarry. There they tended the wild things, root and rock and stream. Through their sweat and painstaking labor, they grew to feel the woods would recover. Sometimes I'm worried that once times were peaceful, we wouldn't have anything left to talk about. We'd always gossip about Danny. Traveling salesman won Wadir's heart with a steady stream of gifts. Gorgeous. And the fellow ain't half bad either. Plant wealth and watch it grow, an old woman told Swickery. We planted coins alongside a scattering of healthy seeds. Those trees sprung up, but their leaves were green, not gold. Loth Outfitter needed an angle to distinguish it from those of the region. Yoga proposed the yearly festival where its finest raiments be shown off in a dance. Hiking the perilous Mistywood Range provided Yoga a different kind of opponent. There was no hatred in the heart of a mountain, but neither is there mercy. Yoga took what lessons they could from it. Advanced Swickery's transformation, he begets a moth arm! Ooh. Moth dismantle. Attacks nearby foe with as many insect arms dismantled. Flame Soul leg! Mary gets a pet macaw! Mary's pet distracts opponent, allowing flanking against it. Turtle! Alright. We need the people with top tier equipment to get treated like they have top tier equipment. He doesn't use that often because this is a Thrixel fight, so he's mostly using his fire techniques. Watch him. Mostly using her electric techniques, so this isn't a big deal either. Mary, quite couldn't trick. Alright, that's about everything. Shadows deepen. Can't you just explain your... I mean, it wouldn't be bad if you hurry a little. I'll explain if it's not there anymore. I'm not slow. You're fast. But the glow, it's still out there, see? Where am I supposed... Oh, a little south... Yeah. A green-gray smudge disturbs the distance. What do you think, Swickery? Is it something? Well, Elsie, I'll tell you what. Elsie, that's the sister. I think it's him. The old Mothman? Would he advertise his position like that? Plainly? Out in the day? Not his style. Sure, but why do people burn flags? People are desperate. If it's him, I dislike how undisguised it is. Certainly looks similar to the signal he raised when we were looking for you. Even so, Elsie Arkwright's the one who caught your attention to it, right? Remember who her sister is. Do you have any reason for believing it's our Mothman? It's almost like I can read his signature in the shade of light. I feel him calling out to me. One day I shall come and tell you everything. We're sort of limited in our options, right? What do we do if we don't investigate? Elsie quietly enters from the side. When you put it that way. Hate to be interrupting or anything, but this Mothman, his intervention is what led to my rescue, right? And the others you saved? Let me go. I've been training for this. I owe it to him. Elsie. You're right, Swickery. When none of us can save where that man's loyalties truly lie, it'd be selfish of us to become skeptics when he's the one. Hey, did you hear me? We did. Yes. You're too green for this. You'll get killed. Sorry, but it's the truth. But Mary, she's ready. Elsie's experienced things that might have broken any of us. She's survived. She's worked and made herself strong. Why don't we don't have to send her by herself? Maybe it's time to bring her along. Do you not trust me? Well, I understand that you're fighting who used to be my sister, but I've grown up in a different world than you. You fought your battles, yeah. But us, we all suffered. That's not your fault, it's just we didn't get a choice. I'll tell you, when we were down there, it all felt inevitable. One by one, our doom would devour us, turn us into monsters. But my memory of that time is blurred. I remember the hideous blue light, the hidden purple door, and the smell of rotten leaves, my sister's voice. I'm not afraid to invoke her name, Luna. She promised to make it home again, and thanks to you, I'm here. Today I'm ready to choose my fate and face the things that forced us to suffer, force my sister to change. So please, definitely bring her along. You walk into the fire that burned you. That takes bravery. Good luck. Earnestly, and I mean seriously, sorry, I won't be a distraction. Thanks. Swiggery helps Elsie find a piece she finds comfortable wielding. And soon the company is assembled, pursuing the strange signal that glows, fades, and reappears beyond the hills. Here we go again, Lakshin. And again, we'll come home together. Alright, so we have a group there. Bit spread out, but not badly. Save the moth. Alright, well, that is something we will get to next time. We're back to 21 legacy points, but we're going to lose a bunch because we're going to be recruiting. But yeah, I'm excited. I love this story. And Elsie is joining to help fight her sister. I like this setup. Yes, yes. Good setup. Except for the rest of it. But, well, a bookish coward? Really? That doesn't sound right. Hold on. Nostalgic pretty potential. Stats, here we go. Why is coward so high? Upbringing. Oh well. We'll figure that out next time. Anyway, next stream for this is tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see if we can finish up this story and either move on to the next one or just finish there. So thank you very much for watching, folks. I very much appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye!